Welcome to Catalina Treats Gluten-Free Bakery. I'm Jessie. I'm going to share with you one of our top recipes, Snickerdoodles. This recipe is gluten-free, grain-free, completely plant-based, and totally delicious. Let's get started. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you need a medium-sized mixing bowl. In a medium mixing bowl, combine 2 cups of almond flour, 1 tablespoon tapioca flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon cream of tartar, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt. Mix these together really well. Make sure that the cinnamon mixes throughout, and then you can set that bowl aside. In a larger bowl, combine 3 tablespoons coconut oil, 1/2 cup pure maple syrup, and 1 teaspoon vanilla. Mix these together with an electric mixer or with a whisk. These ingredients won't completely combine, but that's okay. When we put in the dried ingredients, they will. Go ahead and add the dry ingredients into the coconut mixture and mix this together with a wooden spoon or a rubber spatula. When all the ingredients are well combined, the dough is going to be a little bit sticky and a little bit oily. In a small bowl, combine 2 tablespoons ground cinnamon and 2 tablespoons maple sugar. Maple sugar is just dried maple syrup. It's a really great natural sweetener, and the flavor blends so well with the almond flour and the coconut oil. I like to use a scoop to scoop out my cookies. You want about 2 teaspoons at a time. Scoop it out, roll it into a ball, and then roll the ball into the cinnamon and sugar mixture. And make sure that they're well coated. You really want a lot of that cinnamon flavor throughout. Once the cookies are rolled in the cinnamon and sugar, you're going to space them out on a parchment lined cookie sheet. I like to use parchment. You can use a silicone baking mat, or you can grease the pan with some coconut oil. That works really well too. Once the cookies are lined out on the cookie sheet, pat them down just a little bit, help them to flatten out. Get them into that 350 degree oven. They're going to bake at 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes depending on your oven. I start checking mine at about 8 minutes, and you want them a little bit brown around the edges but still soft in the center. When you take the cookies out of the oven, you want to set the cookie sheet on a cooling rack for about 5 minutes. You want to let those ingredients cool down and really help them to blend together where they don't get crumbly. Tapioca flour is one of my favorite ingredients. It's really a necessity when you're baking gluten-free. It's from the cassava root, it's grain-free, and it's kind of a starch. It's a nice, light, silky flour, and it helps everything to bind together, to really hold together without adding a lot of flavor. Cream of tartar is another really interesting ingredient. It's a byproduct of winemaking, and it has a lot of interesting uses. In this recipe, it helps the cookies to rise, and it also helps the cookies to stay soft by not letting the sugars crystallize. Snickerdoodles may have originated in Germany, but they became really popular in the late 1800s in New England. There's a lot of theories about how they got their name, but I don't know if we'll really ever know for sure. Around Christmas time, you can find Snickerdoodle flavored lattes or coffee creamers. I love the cinnamon and sugar mixture. I think it's great to bake with. It always makes your house smell so good. I hope you enjoy these cookies, one of my favorite recipes. These cookies make a quality snack or a beautiful dessert, and they're so sweet and they're so good. Please like our video, subscribe to our channel, ring that little bell, and share this with your friends and family. We are always making up great new recipes at Catalina Treats Gluten-Free Bakery.